everyone. In my previous video, I talked about what data analysis is and why more and more companies are using it today. But it's also important to understand how they are using it. There is more than one way of using data. Companies are using big data in big quantities to understand their market and to create cutting-edge technology that can help them not only make a profit, but also to stay ahead of the competition. They don't just want to know what might happen, but probably what can happen. So for businesses, data is a gold mine. Imagine having unlimited access to information on all the stakeholders and meeting your goals using that data, hiring the best talent, retaining them, commissioning cheap suppliers, making a profit, making a sale. All of this is possible if you know how to use data in the right way. Small and medium-sized companies need data the most in the survival stage. In this video, I'm going to use the examples of Netflix and Amazon and how they use data in the initial years, not only to survive in the market, but to become the industry giants that they are today. Products are built around customer. A company should not only know how to serve its customers today, but it should also be able to anticipate what the customer might need in the future. After all, this is what we call innovation. So when Netflix started off as a DVD rental company, it soon realized that its customers don't only want to rent what they want, but they also want to know what to rent. So Netflix got into action and started building an algorithm based on the customer's previous viewing pattern to recommend what to watch next. It worked. It built 4 million subscribers in a couple of years. But its innovation didn't stop there. After it became a video streaming giant, Netflix used big data and data analytics to understand viewers' viewing patterns and used it as a foundation to build the idea around House of Cards, one of the biggest and most successful TV series ever made. What kind of data did Netflix use to become the internet giant that it is today? Well, most of it belonged to the viewers, their viewing patterns, like what they viewed, for how long they viewed it, where they viewed it, on which device. Did they end up watching the full movie or the series? Their browsing pattern, their scrolling patterns. This data was then used and processed using regression and decision tree models to create a row-based recommender system that you see today. Netflix is also dynamically processing more and more data, like whether you're taking the recommendations, whether you end up watching the full series or the movie based on the recommendation, and they're using it to build the model more and more and perfect it. So Netflix used two types of data analysis techniques, descriptive and predictive. These are the two most common techniques used in companies that heavily bet on innovation, like Amazon. Amazon wasn't the internet giant that it is today until well after the dot-com bubble burst in the 1990s. While most companies folded their businesses when the stock markets crashed, Amazon reinvested heavily in upgrading its systems. That not only included bringing more suppliers to its website, but also in upgrading its digital infrastructure. A part of it included investing in big data systems that can handle the amount of information that was being generated every day. Today, when you enter a product on its website, it shows you the listings based on where you're located, where the nearest warehouse is located, how long it will take to reach there, what is going to cost you. This is continuously being used to upgrade its supply chains. Amazon is able to make a profit on most of its sales because it's tracking multiple things at the same time. Your preferences, competitors' prices, how fast a product is selling. It then uses her deep learning and classifier algorithms, and sometimes a hybrid of both of these, to process that data. Amazon has huge warehouses just to manage the data, which runs into millions of gigabytes every day. So going from a 90% crash in the stock market prices to a $485 billion revenue it made in 2021, Amazon has come a long way. And it shows just how powerful data can be and just how much potential analysis can have when harnessed in the right way. Amazon and Netflix are not the only tech giant betting big on big data to transform their businesses. Many other tech giants are doing it too, but what's remarkable is that many small and medium-sized companies are also reporting a much better survival and growth rate using data. So in our next session, we are going to learn some examples from these small and medium-sized companies to see how they use simple yet sophisticated analytical tools to meet their business goals.